So in this video, I spar Adam, a Jeet instructor at New York Martial Arts Academy. So a nice lead uppercut by Adam here, and I get him back with a cross. Here is my first hand trap, lead hand trapping his lead hand and into my cross. And here I trapped his cross with my rear hand and into my check left hook. Technically this is wrong because it leaves my right side face open for his left punch, but I was able to parry fast enough to still parry his jab with my rear hand after. You can get away with it sometimes, but if you repeat the same pattern too much, your opponent will adapt. This time I parried properly, parrying his jab with my right hand into my check left hook, then parried his jab again with my right hand and into my cross. Staying on the outside, I waited patiently and used my pullback cross off his jab. As you can see, you can also parry the body jab and into your check left hook. Essentially, my whole game plan was to try to intercept Adam on his first strike. Whether it's a jab, cross, body jab, or body cross, I would try to parry and counter right away. But sometimes I don't react fast enough and he throws multiple punches. If I have the space, I prefer to backstep and evade instead of shelling. And sometimes I'll work my favorite body-body-head combination. It can be risky ducking your head that low, so that's why we want to blitz in really quickly and get back out. And also use it only so often when your opponent least expects it. So here I feinted my jab cross, shifted into southpaw stance as I dipped my head low, which caused Adam to dip low and lower his head, and I threw my left overhand. And back to parrying and into my counter punches. He is super long, but instead of working in the pocket like a shorter fighter would usually do, I mix it up using a tight guard, long guard, and sometimes hands down guard. You'll see I use a lot of parrying or hand trapping into my strikes. Here, I threw a leaping left hook to close the distance. Anticipating the counterpunch, I dipped my head low and countered his counter with my right overhand. And an overhand overtopped the jab here. And when I see my opponent tries to fire back, I need to backstep to disengage. Overhands are great against tall opponents because it is out of their peripherals, especially when they throw that jab. So I'm being patient here, pressuring forward with a tighter guard now, and waiting for the right opportunity to counter. That's good to always mix up your guard. Sometimes I use the cross guard, sometimes I use the long guard, sometimes I use a tight shell guard, and sometimes my hands are down. It all depends on the distance, and so on. Now, before we continue, I'd like to thank Soundcore for sending me their new earbuds, Soundcore Sport X10. We all know how annoying a crappy pair of earbuds or headphones are, but the great thing about Soundcore Sport X10 is they're specifically designed around enhancing your overall workout experience. They have these cool ear hooks that rotate up to 210 degrees, so even during exercises where there's quite a lot of movement, there's no chance of these falling out or even budging in your ear, which is great. On top of that, the sound that comes out of them is actually really impressive because they're designed to enhance the bass of whatever you're listening to. Choose your favorite song and the bass will get you even more in the zone than it usually does. And they actually have this cool feature called breath. You can focus on your breathing. So for example, if you're looking to bring yourself back down to baseline after a workout, they have a relaxation mode as well as other modes too. So thank you Soundcore for sending me these babies and sponsoring this video. And if you want to pick up a pair yourself, I'll leave the link in the description box below. They're actually a great price too. And back to the breakdown. Waiting for that jab and another overhand slash cross over top of that jab. Another hand trap. I'm telling you guys, hand traps are super effective. You need to try it. So here is where Adam makes me pay for not following the rules. Not only did I parry with the wrong hand again, he landed the cross. And because my right side face was open, he followed up with the left hook. And of course, I wouldn't do this in a real fight, but I'm really challenging myself and trying to develop my distance management, trying to move back just enough to not get hit. Adam picks it up and throws multiple punches again, and you can see that when I get overwhelmed, I will bring my hands up and try to catch the biceps and exit off with a cross. Being patient again, waiting for another chance to time that jab with an overhand, and a nice left hook by Adam, and I get him back with the same parry to check left hook, and he gets me back with a nice long jab. Here's a combination of a hand trap into my cross, followed by that shift into southpaw as I weave under and into my left overhand or hook. Then I made sure I brought my hand back to my face to block because I was in the pocket. Then as I exited back out to the outside, I can drop my hands and start using distance management to defend. Hope you guys enjoyed this sparring breakdown. As usual, if you like this video, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification button. And if you really love this video and really want to support me, click the donation button below.
You guys went full 4 on that.
Oh, did we?
You went an extra round.